Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kadash. All right? Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and who will rule well in this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel that's scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and mercy unto you. You Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indians, Haitians, and Brazilians, you are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are the true chosen people of the book, all right? And we are the Hebrew Israelites, man. We come week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, man. Because that's exactly what is going to happen, man. All right, America is going to fall. It's going to completely fall and be destroyed, man. That is biblical prophecy, man. All right, and America is known as Babylon the Great in the Bible. All right, and this word is preached unto you, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. This truth, this word, this gospel is only for you Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of, man. All right, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, but what I want to get into today is a little bit of history, man. All right, I want to get into First Maccabees, the first chapter, man. All right, because biblical history, all right, lines up with secular history perfectly, man. That's how we know the scriptures are real, man. All right, because all these people that you learn, you know, in history class, like Alexander the Great and Ptolemy and Antiochus, all right, all the Caesars, Caesar Augustus, all right, all these Caesars, these are all these people are also spoken about in the Bible, man. All right, because secular history lines up with biblical history perfectly, man. Right, see, all those people that you learn in history class, all right, they are spoken about in the scriptures, man. All right, you believe that all these people exist, all right, but when it comes to the apostles or Yahweh Shai or King David or King Solomon, now all of a sudden these people don't exist, man. All right, but the scriptures talk about all these people, man. All right, so let's get into the history, man. Let's get during the time of the Greek Empire, man, when the Greeks ruled and they Hellenized the Jews, man. All right, the word Hellenize, Hellenization means to take on Greek customs, man. All right, because the Jews, all right, the Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans during the time of the Greek captivity, all right, when we were captives under the Greeks, all right, we were forced to take on Greek customs, speak their language, their laws, all right. It wasn't lawful for us to keep our own laws, all right. We couldn't circumcise our children, all right. That's why our people also spoke Greek, man. All right, the Israelites spoke Greek. Those were the Greeks, all right, that were given the word, all right, in the New Testament, man. It wasn't talking about actual Greeks, man. All right, you got to know the history, man. All right, to understand the mystery, man. All right, like the other prophets say, man. The other prophets of Great Millstone say, man. So let's just get into it, man. All right, enough babbling, enough talking, man. All right, so let's get into it, man. That brother, I was talking before, you know, I turned the camera on. I was talking to a brother for about 10, 15 minutes, something like that, because he was a 5%er, man. All right, and you know, he thought he knew something. All right, but you know, I was giving him the, you know, the knowledge, man. All right, and then you know, he had enough of it, you know, so he kept going, man. All right, he had to do what he had to do. He didn't want to talk no more, man. But you know, that's how it be, man. All right, so he either came to you know, receive this truth or to get condemned, because you know he may come back, you know, start asking questions, man, because he was, you know, 5%ers, they're into that Islam nonsense, man, all right, which is all garbage. Islam didn't come around in 600 AD, all right, and really it goes back further than that. It goes back to the worship of the moon god Hubal, all right. That's why in Islam the symbol is the crescent moon, all right. They wear the crescent moon with the star in the middle, all right, because it goes back to the worship of the moon god Hubal. You understand? All right, Hubal. All right, that's why NASA has a telescope known as what? The Hubal telescope or the Hubble telescope, because it looks out into what? Space, where the moon is at, man. All right. So all that Islam shit is garbage, man. It's all nonsense, bro. All right, Islam was the reason why our people went into slavery here in America, man. right? Because our people started worshiping other gods. We weren't worshiping the true God, man. All right, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right, we started worshiping the gods of the other nations, man. We started worshiping Molech, all right, Kamesh, all these other gods, man. All right, because we are the Israelites, man. Our God is Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right, and he's the only power, man. And he's only the God of the nation of Israel and no other nation, all right? Only to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You understand? All right, so let's just get into First Maccabees. I'm gonna try to breeze through this chapter because it's kind of a lengthy chapter a little bit. Not really, but really. All right, but and it's also cold out here, so I'm gonna try to breeze through it. But you know, however the Lord, whatever be the Lord's will, man. All right. So it says, this is First Maccabees, all right. Hold on a sec. All right, this is First Maccabees 1:1. It says, and it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, all right. That Alexander is talking about Alexander the Great, man. Right? Alexander the Great is spoken about in the Bible, man. All right, it says Alexander, the son of Philip. All right, now when you look up who Alexander's father was, it will tell you that Alexander's father was Philip the Macedonian, man. All right, the Bible speaks true history, man. That's how we know the scriptures are real, man. All right, because biblical history lines up with secular history perfectly, man. That's how we know the scriptures are real, man. All right, tell a historian scholar, all right, not even a biblical scholar, man. Tell a historian scholar, all right, that the Bible is fake, man. He'll laugh in your face, man. All right, because in order to be a biblical scholar, you have to be a historian scholar as well. You can't know the scriptures without knowing history, man. Because the scriptures speak history, man. All right, and it speaks that history sometimes in parables, man. All right, that came unto the prophets in visions, man. All right, for example, Daniel the 8th chapter, man. All right, the 7th chapter, that's all history, man, and it was all prophecy, man, and it was spoken in parables, man. All right, unto David, man. All right. So it says First Maccabees 1:1, and it happened after that Alexander, talking about Alexander the Great, all right. That Alexander, the son of Philip the Macedonian, all right. So Philip, all right, was the father of Alexander the Great, man. All right, which was the first king of the Greek Empire, man. It tells you that in Daniel the 7th chapter, man. All right, and also in Maccabees, all right. It says, and it happened after that Alexander, the son of Philip the Macedonian, yeah, the Greeks, man. All right, who came out of the land of Kittim, had smitten Darius, king of Persians and Medes. Yeah, that's true history. That's true history right there, all right? Because after the Greek Empire, all right, before the Greek Empire ruled, all right, you had the Medo-Persian Empire that ruled, man. All right? But Darius, the Medo-Persian Empire, they fell, man. All right, the Greeks took them down, and then it was the Greeks that ruled, man. All right, it was time for the Greeks to rule. All right, the Greeks, the Lord rose up the Greeks. All right, they brought down the Medo-Persian Empire, and then the Greeks came into power, man. All right, and it's speaking that here, right here, man. All right, it says, and it happened after that Alexander, the son of Philip the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Kittim, had smitten Darius, king of Persians and Medes. All right, see, that's true history, man. The Bible speaks true history. All right, they had smitten Darius, the king of the Persian and the Medes, man, because after the Medo-Persian Empire, all right, came the Greek Empire, man. All right, the scriptures are telling you how the Greek Empire came into power, man. You understand? All right, by Alexander the Great. He had smitten Darius, the king of the Persians and the Medes. We literally just read it, man. All right. It says he had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes, that reigned in his stead the first over Greece. All right, yeah, so Alexander, he was the first king over Greece, man. All right. The scriptures is telling, the Bible's telling us all this history. This is all true history, man. Look it up, man. All right, this is how we know the scriptures are real, man, because the Bible, the biblical history lines up with secular history, man, perfectly, man. All right, this is why the Apocrypha was taken out of the Old Testament, man. All right, because the Apocrypha, all right, you understand, this is what I'm reading out of. The Apocrypha were the 14 books that were taken out of the Old Testament, man. All right, now why was it taken out of the Old Testament? Because it speaks true history, man. Right, because the point was to delete history and rewrite it, man. All right, because there was something, all right, the Illuminati, all right, they came out with a group known as the Bible Destruction Group, all right, and what they did was take out 14 books of the Bible, which later came known as the Apocrypha. The word Apocrypha is a Greek word that means sent away, hidden, all right, because that's exactly what they did with the 14 books, man. They labeled the Apocrypha and they sent them away hidden, man, all right, where they can't be found, man, all right. But you know, because of the Lord's power, man, all right, these came back, you know, we were able to get our hands upon them in these last days, man, all right, because these 14 books play a big role, man, all right, of the scriptures, man, all right, these books play a major role because from Malachi, all right, Malachi is what? The last book of the Old Testament, all right, and then you got Matthew, which is the first book of the New Testament, all right. Now, Malachi takes place during what? If I'm not mistaken, it's the Greek, no, my bad, the Medo-Persian Empire, all right, the Persian Empire, all right. So it jumps from the Persian Empire all the way to the Roman Empire in the book of Matthew, all right. What happened between then, all right? Between then was the Greek Empire, all right. And this book that they took out is that 300 around 300 or so time period, all right, that took place between the book of Malachi and the book of Matthew, man, all right, because it jumps from the Medo-Persian Empire, all right, during the time of Malachi, all right, and you know, Zechariah, all right, to the book of Matthew, all the way to the Roman Empire. All right, what took place between that was the Greek history, the Greek Empire, man. And this gives us the history of it, man. You're missing a whole 300-year somewhat time period, man. All right, it didn't just jump from the Medo-Persian Empire to the Roman Empire, man. You understand? All right. So let's go back into the book of Maccabees, the first chapter. All right, so it says, and it happened after that Alexander of Philip the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Kittim, had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes, that reigned in his stead the first over Greece. All right, so Alexander was the first over Greece, man. He was the first king over Greece. The Bible gives us this history, man. All right, he was the first ruler or the first king over Greece, man. All right, you understand? All right, it says, and made many wars and won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth, man. Yeah, because the Greek Empire was a very powerful empire, man. All right, but after the Greek Empire came the Roman Empire, man. All right, and the Roman Empire was even more vicious than the Greek Empire, man. You understand? So it says, and made many wars and won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth. Yeah, that history is also found in Daniel the 7th chapter, man. Right? Because when you read Daniel the 7th chapter, it's a vision that Daniel had, man. All right, about four different beasts, man. All right, and each beast represented an empire, man. You understand? All right, and that fourth beast, all right, which was the Roman Empire, all right, or the Greek Empire, it gives you that history in there, man. All right, not the fourth beast. The fourth beast was the Romans. The third beast was the Greeks, man. All right. He had a vision of all the empires coming into power one after another, man. All right. So it says, and made many wars and won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth and went through the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the earth was quiet before him, whereupon he was exalted and his heart was lifted up. Yeah, he was a proud man. Alexander the Great was a proud man, all right, because he conquered many kingdoms and he conquered many strongholds, all right. He ruled the entire earth at that time. The entire known world at that time, all right, was under his rulership, all right, under his power, man. The Greek Empire was ruling the entire planet Earth at that time, man. The Greek Empire was empowered, man, all right. It says, and he gathered a mighty strong host and ruled over countries and nations and kings who became tributaries unto him. Yeah, all these other nations had to pay taxes unto him, man. Right? Because the Greek Empire ruled the entire planet Earth, right, at that time. They were ruling, all right, and all these other nations that he conquered, all right, they were tributaries unto him, man. All right, just like we're tributaries unto America right now, all right? Same thing, man. Nothing new under the sun. You understand? So it says, and after these things he fell sick and perceived that he should die. Yeah, because the Bible tells us that Alexander he died because he was sick, man. He had a certain sickness or disease, man. This is what the Bible is telling us, all right? But when you look it up, man, all right, when you look up you know, when you do the research on how Alexander died, all right, they'll tell you that his death is unknown. Right, the cause of his death was unknown, but the Bible tells us how he died, man. All right, the scriptures say that he fell because of a sickness, a disease, man. All right, it says right here, and after these things he fell sick and perceived that he should die. All right, wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable and had been brought up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them while he was yet alive. All right, yeah, because after Alexander, all right, after he died or fell from his, you know, after he died, his kingdom, the Greek Empire, all right, was parted into four subdivisions. All right, this is what the Bible is telling us, man. This is true history, man. Look it up, man. After Alexander the Great died, the Greek Empire was split into four, man. All right, it was split into what was known as the Diadochi, man. All right, it was split into the four empires, which are four generals that were under him, man, which was known as the Diadochi, man. It tells you that also in the book of Daniel, the 7th chapter. All right, it's known as the Diadochi, man. Look it up. All right, which was the Cassander Empire, the Seleucus Empire, the Antigonus Empire, and there's one more. Hold on, I'll get it. Let me get my phone for a sec. All right, let me get my phone for a sec. The Diadochi. Nah, man. Diadochi. Yeah, the Diadochi, because after Alexander the Great died, all right, the Greek Empire was split into four, all right, which was known as the Diadochi, man. This is true history. Look it up. In the Bible, this is being spoken about in the Bible as well. This is what we're reading, man. All right. It says, all right, the Diadochi, all right, was Cassander, Lysimachus, all right, Seleucus, and the Ptolemy Empire, all right, yeah. It says the most notable Diadochi include Ptolemy, Antigonus, Cassander, and Seleucus, man. All right, so that was the four that the kingdom, all right, parted in, man. All right, which was his four Roman generals that were under him, the four top Roman generals that were under Alexander the Great, man. All right, and this history is being spoken about what we're reading right here in the scriptures, man. All right, First Maccabees, the 1st chapter. This history is also spoken about in Daniel, the 7th chapter. All right, see, the Bible speaks true history, man. This is how we know the scriptures are real, man. And also because of the prophecies, man. All right. So it says, wherefore he called his servants such as were honorable and had been brought up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them while he was yet alive. So let me get Daniel the 8th chapter, man. Let's get Daniel the 8th chapter, because that history is in the book of Daniel as well, man. All right. All right. So it says, Daniel 8:8, it says, therefore the he-goat waxed very straight. Yeah, the he-goat represents the Greek Empire. The Greek Empire and Alexander the Great. All right. It says, therefore the he-goat waxed very great. And when he was strong, the great horn was broken, and for it came up 4 notable horns. All right, 4 notable ones toward the 4 winds of heaven. Yeah, so after Alexander the Great died, 4 notable ones came into power, man. The Greek Empire was split into 4, which was known as the Diadochi, man. You understand? All right, so let's get back into Maccabees. All right, Maccabees, the 1st chapter, the 7th verse. All right, it says, so Alexander reigned 12 years and then died. Yeah, Alexander was king, all right, of the Greek Empire for 12 years, all right. When you look it up on Google or however you do the research, when you look it up, it says that he ruled for 13 years, but the Bible says that he ruled for 12 years, all right. So we're going to go with the scriptures, man. We're going to go with the Bible, man, because it's the scriptures, man, all right. Alexander the Great reigned for 12 years and then died, and then his kingdom was split into 4, man. All right, known as the Diadochi. All right. It says, and his servants bear rule, everyone in his place. You see. It says, and after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. All right. Yeah, because when the Greeks came into power, who were the Greeks? The Greeks were Edomites, man. All right, Edomites are who? You so-called white people, man. All right, the Edomites are known as the wicked race in the Bible. All right, every time you so-called white people will rule this planet Earth, all right, wickedness multiplies throughout the earth. Why? Because you are the wicked. All right, you so-called white people, you're the devil that the Bible speaks of. You're known as the wicked in the Bible, man. All right. Look at this earth right now. Look how wicked it is right now. Why? Because you Edomites are ruling. You wicked people are ruling. You Edomites, you so-called white people, man. The Bible's letting us know when the white man came into power that wickedness multiplied throughout the earth, man. You understand? All right. It says, after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves, so did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. You see? All right, because the Edomites were ruling. All right, evils were multiplied in the earth because the Edomites were ruling. And the Edomites are ruling today. All right, that's why this earth is wicked as hell, man. You understand? All right, look at America. Look at the society of America, man. All right, it's ass backward. It's totally contrary to the Most High, this society here in America, man. All right, that's why he's going to wipe it and destroy it off the face of this earth by nuclear fire, man. All right, in World War III, and those missiles are mainly going to come from Russia, man. But it's going to be Russia's allies and our allies as well, man. All right, because America's allies, which is NATO and the European Union, they're going to shoot missiles over here as well, man. All right, it tells you that in Revelation, the 17th chapter. All right, it tells you that that the 10 horns, all right, they're going to turn against her and they're going to burn her with flesh, man. Burn her flesh, man, with fire. Woo. All right. So it says, and there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surname Epiphanes. Yeah, Antiochus the fourth. Antiochus the fourth, surname Epiphanes, man. You understand? All right, he was a wicked devil, man. All right, a wicked devil, like the Bible says, man. There came a wicked root. You know, it says right here, all right? And there came out of them a wicked root. Antiochus, surname Epiphanes. He was wicked as hell, man. When you read about what he done to the nation of Israel, all right, he was wicked as hell. And the Most High caused him to die a horrible death, all right? To die a horrible death, man, all right? It says, son of Antiochus the king, all right? Because he was Antiochus the fourth, all right? Surname Epiphanes, man, all right? It says, and there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surname Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, who had been hostage at Rome. He reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks. All right. So during the time of the Greeks, the 137th year of the Greek Empire being in power, that's when he came. All right. It says right here, all right, and there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surname Epiphanes, all right, he was the fourth, all right, son of Antiochus the king, who had been hostage at Rome, and he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks, all right. It says, in those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have much trouble. Yeah, because our culture and our ways, all right, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, who are the true biblical Israelites that the Bible speaks of, all right, our ways, all right, the nation of Israel, all right, we have nothing to do with these other nations, man. All right, we have nothing to do with these other nations. All right, the Bible called our people who wanted to make pacts with the Israelites, all right, take on the ways. Yeah, our people who are the Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, the ones that wanted to make pacts with these other nations, all right, become part of them, take on their ways, all right. The Bible calls them wicked, man. All right. Because they were together with the other nations and against their own people, man. You understand? All right. It says, and there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surname Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, who had been a hostage at Rome, and he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks. In those days went out of Israel wicked men. All right, so there was wicked Israelites, all right, who wanted to make a covenant with the other nations, man, instead of keeping their own covenant that the Most High had made with them, man. All right. It says, and in those days in those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. Yeah, so they're known. The Bible said they're wicked as hell, man, for making a covenant with the heathen, man. All right, turning their backs against their own people, their own nation, their own God. All right, which is Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. You understand? All right. So it says, so this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen. Yeah, that's why they were wicked, man. Because they took on the custom. They made a covenant with the Greeks and took on their customs willingly, man. They departed from their own customs, all right, the own laws that the Lord gave them, all right, which were righteous laws, all right, and they kept the covenant and the laws of the heathen, all right, which are vain and worthless, man. because it tells you that in Jeremiah the 10th chapter, man. All right, that the customs of the other nations are vain. The word vain means worthless and empty, man. All right, everything that these other nations do, all right, who are not our people, man, all right, all their ways are vain, man. They worship other gods, all right, everything they do, all right, it goes back to the worship of other gods and all that, all right, like the celebration of Christmas and New Year's and Easter and Halloween and Valentine's Day. That all goes back to these other nations, man. That has nothing to do with our people, man. All right, you understand? All those holidays are vain and worthless. They're all empty, man. The Lord said not to take on those ways, for their customs are in vain, man. All right. So it says, the certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen. And that's why the Bible called them wicked. We just read that, man. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem, all right, according to the custom of the heathen. Yeah, so the Greeks, all right, they had a place of exercise, like today, man, the gym, all right. The word gym, all right, or gymnasium is a Greek word, all right. It comes from the Greek word gymnos, which means naked exercise, man. All right, that all comes from the Greeks, because the Greeks, they used to work out and exercise naked and shit around other men. Wicked as hell, man. All right, foul as hell, man. All right, that's faggot shit, man. You're not supposed to do that, man. All right, you know that all comes from the customs of the Greeks, man. They built the place of exercise at Jerusalem, right? You understand? All right, the word gym comes from the Greek word gymnos, which means naked exercise or a place of exercise, man. All right. It says, whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the custom of the heathen. That's the custom of the heathen, the other nations, man. You understand? All right. And made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant. Yeah. The wicked Israelites, they forsook the holy covenant, man, and took on the covenant of these other nations, man. They forsook the holy covenant, the covenant that the Lord gave them, man. Wicked as hell, man. And that's exactly what you Israelites are doing today, man. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You have forsaken the holy covenant and taken on the ways of America, man. All right? Wicked as hell. You all want to be faggots. You all want to be lesbians. All right, you all want to celebrate all these satanic holidays, these worldly holidays, Christmas, Easter, New Year's, Valentine's Day, Halloween, Mother's Day, all right, Father's Day. Yeah, you're supposed to honor your mother and father, all right, but you're not supposed to have a day that's dedicated onto that, man. All right, where was Father's Day and Mother's Day when the Lord said to honor your mother and father, man? You understand? The Lord said this way before Mother's Day and Father's Day came into play, man. All right, which didn't happen until America came into power, man. All right, and some these bullshit ass holidays that are just made up, man. All right, to reel in money, man. Just another holiday to